David Bowie, Be My Wife, off of Low, the Low album. David Bowie on a Sunday, as DJs say, don't they? They go, "There's David Bowie of a Sunday." Um, is it working? Is the mic working? Testing. Test. Is it working? It's sideways, but all the writing's still that way. I don't know. I haven't worked out. I was meant to look that up, wasn't I? Should I just do it portrait? See, I did it on Instagram yesterday, and that you just do it portrait, and it looks great. Where you from? Near Dumpton Gap, filmed there. Uh, what does that sound like to Americans? Dumpton Gap. It's like a euphemism, isn't it? For your arse. You say that to the doctor. Doctor, I have a problem. Yes, I've got a problem with my Dumpton Gap. Oh. How are you? I've got some questions. Kick off. Why not? Uh, Mrs. Scallywags, Nana. Mrs. Scallywags is a cat. Nana, who's a human, presumably. She's 84. Yeah, cats don't live that long. Spoiler alert. If you're a cat, you won't make it to 84. Anyway, Mrs. Scallywags Nana loves Brent's song, "Please Don't Make Fun of the Disabled." It reminds her of Frankie Howard saying, "No, don't mock the afflicted." Were the Carry On films influential in your comedy? I don't think they were, except, I mean, I suppose they were part of the British staple, which was, you know, innuendo, I suppose. I've got a bit of that. You can't resist that. Which I assume that everyone's got, but we sort of do the bawdy postcards and the naughty puns and the sort of acceptable rudeness. I think we do that. I think it helps us practice for unacceptable rudeness. If you think some of the things in my stand-up or my shows, put those in the Carry On film, and it would just go quiet. They go, "We can't say that. We need to." Instead of saying that, you need to go. Again, what do Americans think of this? Carry On films. Sid James, Barbara Windsor. Look it up. It'll blow your mind. I've explained to a lot of Americans what pantomime is, and you can't. You can't explain it. Emma, a virus 5 years ago left me unable to sit or stand. I became intolerant of gravity and had to adapt to doing everything horizontally. How do you think you'd cope if you could only ever lie down and travel by stretcher? Not well. I wouldn't. I no. I wouldn't. I don't like it when it rains. That annoys me. That I can't go out in the rain. No. I. I. That would be. That would be tough. I'd have to think of ways of. I'd have the house converted. I'd have lots of like stair lifts and slides. My house would be like a massive game of snakes and ladders. Yeah. Oh, well, I could do this. I could do this, and I mean, most of the time I am laying down playing chess or working on the computer. Um, I'd miss tennis. Yeah, I'd have a team of robots just getting me stuff. Oh, they haven't invented them yet. They haven't got proper robots, have they? What about this, right? What about if they could do robots like they do in the movie, when it's just like a person you can hide and go, "Oh, Mr. Gervais, how can I help you?" "Give me a fucking bucket, I'm going to throw up." Right? I go, "Certainly, right?" And you know, they all look like fucking Jude Law, right? but they haven't got those yet, and they cost £1 million, wouldn't they? So what I'd do is I'd get servants and dress them up as robots. I'd get like 5 people on like £10 an hour and go, do you want this job or not? Right? And then dress them up as robots. They'd come. They'd be okay. It'd take them about an hour to get ready every day, put all the stuff on, click it in, and they'd have to learn to walk. They'd have to act exactly like a fucking robot, right? And their voice would be sort of digitally changed. They go, "Good morning, Mr. Gervais." I go, "You all right? Yeah." And I'd have a team of them. Cheaper and better than robots in a way, because they could do anything, couldn't they? They could, they'd know, like, they could make me a sandwich. Oh dear. Right. So yeah, a team of robots. Heidi, what is your all-time favourite scene, clip, episode of any comedy or comedian? Could be a film series that still gives you belly laughs today. Only one. Oh, I was going to say it's too difficult. Oh, God. Well, I mean, Lauren Hardy has stood the test of time. I just watched all your Curb Enthusiasm from the beginning again. I think that's the comedy show of the century. Spinal Tap, I've seen 50 times. If it's just on telly and I turn over, I've got to watch it. Faulty Towers, it's the same. Oh, that's scene, clip, episode of any comedy or comedian. Oh my God. That's so tough. Then there's great films that aren't outrageously cutting edge comedy that I've watched 20 times, like Tootsie and all the Christmas films like Muppet Christmas Carol and oh God, that is so. What is the greatest bit of? Oh my word. Then there's stand-ups, like classic stand-up that I've... Right, okay, I've got to do one. I think just a bit of everything. Its sweetness, how it started, giving it props for it's like 100 years old. I'd say County Hospital, Lauren Hardy. It's just so funny and sweet and silly. It's only 20 minutes long, so that one. Irish Anne. It's a cat. I turned 2 today, Sir Ricky. That's never going to happen, is it? Never going to happen. So Mum is letting me ask a question. What was your cat Colin like, other than very handsome? Oh, she was lovely. Another she, but called Colin. They don't mind. She was a big, clumpy, docile rescue. We only had her for a few years. She died. And she was just lovely. She was heavy. I can still remember she'd sort of sleep on my chest and she was heavy, you know what I mean? Like a big, warm lump. She was dim, I think. Sometimes she used to sit and look at me with her tongue out like that. She looked so thick and so sweet. And she had the biggest purr. It used to rumble. Yeah, she was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Nutmeg. If you, David Brent, rock star extraordinaire, were invited to perform a few numbers at Reading Festival, would you accept the offer? Well, we were actually, when we were sort of doing it that year when the film was out and we were doing some tours, we were invited to do a few festivals. We didn't do them because we sort of weren't ready at that time and we had to put the band together. it's complicated, and I think I was filming something else, so I couldn't shave my goatee, and but I would have if it had been if I'd have been in the throes of everything, and I could, you know, um, look like him and get then the band were ready. I definitely would now. It would be lovely, even just a one-off. That sort of ironic hour at Glastonbury, R5. Um, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. So yeah, one day, um, oh, I got to do it while I can still sing and walk. um, Stonewall Rockhaven. Here he comes. If Derek became Prime Minister, what would be his first Prime Ministerial decree? I reckon it would be something like be nice to animals, just across the board. You know, we don't need to torture animals. We just don't need to. There's no reason. And people say, well, why we're eating them? Well, we don't know. We don't need to eat them either. And I know that's a choice, but if you knew the stats on how the world starved because some people want to eat a cow, and yeah, it's I think he'd stop all that. And animal testing doesn't work. 93% of tests that work on animals, like drug trials or anything, then fail in humans. There's just no correlation because we're so different. Nothing's been discovered through just testing on animals. What they do is that they find a drug and they think that'll work. Then they go, we got to test on animals. So everyone puts their mind at rest because people demand it. Have you tested on animals? Oh yeah, fine. And it's pointless. So all these animals die, and also the people who breed the animals for testing, they get like £2,000 a dog or whatever. So they're keeping stum. They don't care whether it works or not. Kickbacks and everything. It doesn't work. Computer model testing works better, but obviously there's no money changing hands. So Derek would stop that. I think all unnecessary cruelty to animals, and all cruelty is unnecessary. Yeah. So yeah, just be nice. What? Gunnar, if I was sitting on the right side of you now, Gunnar's a dog, wagging my tail, being a good boy, would you give me some cheese? Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. What's some vegan cheese? Oh, you'd love some vegan cheese, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And you could eat that. You're a dog. You're an omnivore. You'd love it. You'd love a bit of vegan cheese. Bella the Whippet. It is Bella the Whippet. You're out walking on the heath, probably looking for a good stick to carry, right? But would you go slightly out of your way to stamp on a crunchy looking leaf? Yeah. Yeah. I got out of my way to play with a dog who was stamping on a crunchy looking leaf. Oh God, what is this about? I'll say hello to some people. Look, all the comments, they're all coming sideways. All the lovely hearts. Tell me where you're from. St Albans, hello. Hi. Do you remember Canada? Of course I remember Canada. I'm meant to be playing there. That'll be postponed again. I'll be coming there next autumn now, I reckon. And I'm half Canadian. Did you know that? My dad was born in Ontario. So yeah, I should get Canadian citizenship, shouldn't I? Just in case. Just in case the world turns to shit. I reckon Canada would be the safe place to be. That'll be the last bit where society will break down. Joey, If everything looks sexier in black and white, does this mean I look sexy all the time? Joey's black and white. Like Colin, actually. Colin was a bit chunkier and clumpier. I posted a picture of myself looking hideous in black and white. And it still did look better in black and white. Even though it looked fucking awful still, it still looked better in black and white. So, yeah. Ollie comic strip. Why do you have such a distinct and explosive laugh? Don't know. Have you always had it? And did anyone else in your family also laugh like that? Yeah, we sort of giggled and screeched. My mum had a laugh that sounded like Muttley, the dog, because she smoked. So she'd go... I don't know. You can't help it, can you? I laugh because I'm excited when something makes me laugh. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's a joy. It's just a joy. I celebrate whatever I'm laughing at, and the fact that I'm in the moment. I love that feeling when you can't not laugh. That feeling that it hurts, or you'll even get in trouble. At school, when I knew that I'd get in trouble if I laughed, it was still, there's nothing like it. And I'd be being told off. I'd be being really told off. And I think, fucking hell, I'm going to laugh. And it was a real trauma. I thought, if I laugh now, I could even be scared about getting in trouble. And then something in my head would go, imagine if you laugh now. And I go, fucking hell. Or, so the headmaster's fucking screaming at you, and you suddenly go, fuck me, his wig's moved. And I'm fucked, you know what I mean? Oh, God. Laughter's good. Makes you feel good. Well, obviously. Right. Here's Rupert. Rupert the dog. Can you do 3 impressions? Not human. I know you're rubbish at those. But these. A worm in the beak of a bird fighting for his life. How do I start? How do I start? He's hasn't got a face, has it? It's just like that. It's nothing. It's like that. I mean, if it did have a face, it would go like that. Fucking hell. Someone's just tuned in now. An angry squirrel who has lost his nuts. Oh, fuck. I buried him here. That was a fucking magpie watching me. Fucking twat. Oh, fucking hell. I've got to start again. Fucking starving. Was that good? I did that. I'm fucking absolutely fucking starving. What the fuck is going on? A depressed Jack in the Box. That's quite good. That's like a nice horror film, isn't it? You do that, and it goes, and then he comes out and he goes, comes out. This is surreal. Right, serious question. Okay, let's see. I'll be the judge of that, Rupert. Humans evolved from lizards. He knows nothing. He knows nothing. Well, technically, we all evolved from the same stock of everything, didn't we? So we sort of came through. Yeah. Okay, right. But why do they still have a tailbone? Coccyx in brackets. Like he knows. Like he knows Latin. After all these thousands of years, millions of years, hundreds of millions, billions, 3 billion years of animal life. Of course, the first couple of billion was just like snurbulent fucking nothings. Like the first billion was fucking just a blob of like a snot, like snot. Right, snot evolved, and it was like snot for 1 billion years, right? And then it was like a fucking wet sponge for the next billion. Then it got like little flages like that. Then it was like a, and then after 3 billion years, it was a fucking little thing like that. And then the next half billion, it went pretty quick, really. I don't know what happened. They got their act together. They thought, fuck me, we've been snot and slime for a couple. Let's now we're stomach. So yeah, we're gradually things diversifies. Don't forget, it's branches really. All come from the same stock, but they everything like that. And then there's a node there and a node there, and it just goes on and on and on. Most things didn't get past early stages. About 99% of all animal species that have ever existed are extinct. They went, no, didn't work, fuck it, right? You're out. And now we've accelerated that into some what you call major animals, where we destroy 10,000 species a year now. So yeah, why have we still got tails? Well, also you've got to realise that that's just part of a backbone, isn't it? A tail, right? In chordates, in vertebrates, right? But you've got to realise tails are for different things, and not all these random upshots had an advantage. Some were just irrelevant, or they were attraction. Like some things, like why have you got that thing? And they go, oh, the ladies love it. It doesn't do anything, but it's an evolutionary advantage because it looks better, or it's a signal, or it's a camouflage, or it's a decoy. Tails are loads of it. There's prehensile tails. There's the weapons, scorpions. Some are rudders. Some are counterbalances. Lots of different things. Some are just attraction. Some are whatever. Right? And we gradually lost ours because we didn't sort of need them. We could survive without them. We were walking upright. We came down from the trees. This sounds like we meant to do it. It's not like that. There was no will. It either works or it doesn't. But there's certainly an alternative world where we could have tails, yeah, that could be relevant or not, just because we exist because we stuck around, That was a sensible question, Rupert. Well done. I did a thing yesterday on Instagram, just testing it out. Is this all working, by the way, now? Should I go back to portrait? I don't even know where I'm looking on this thing. All the things are going that way. Hello, everyone. Yes, everyone's saying yes. I assume that's yes. Love Roop, someone said. So yeah, I put a little clip. I put a clip of that thing from Afterlife. I'm not a pedo, and if I was, you'd be safe, you tubby little ginger cunt, right? And I posted it on Instagram, and it got 1 million views, like in a day. That's mad, isn't it? That's crazy. I thought Instagram was people taking their shirts off and dancing next to boats. But they like the clips, comedy clips as well. So I'm going to do these. I'm going to carry on with these. I'm going to do some on Instagram. See which one wins, or I could do both. If there's not a lot of crossover, or even if there is, and try and raise awareness to save the planet, be nice to animals, rehome dogs, get your street dog, buy your little glass from beerhunter.co.uk, every a pound. They give a pound. It's a lovely glass. I'm thinking a good sponsor, because I think it's the future, would be a vegan range. Marks and Spencer's do a vegan range that we really like. Plant Kitchen or something. Linda McCartney. I think that was the first vegetarian stuff we ate. And it's like, it was like the first alternatives that were, they were tasty sort of pies, but corn or whatever. So that'd be good. Then I wouldn't have to worry about the ethics and all that. Give some money to one for you. Give a treat to a dog, £1,000 to me. A treat to a dog, £1,000 for me. What else? Oh, vote for the Willoughbys, the People's Choice Awards. I've done a link to it. It's up for Best Family Film, which is pretty amazing. It's my first animated feature as a producer, and I do the voice of the cat, of course. So that's quite a thrill. We won't win. There's huge films, but vote for us anyway. We're up for a TV Times Award. We won the TV Choice. It's all starting again. Thanks for following. Thanks for retweeting all the animal campaigns and petitions. And hope you're staying safe. Coronavirus, it never went away. Remember that. And even if it's frustrating, it's horrible wearing a mask. You're changing people's fates by wearing it. You could save someone's granddad's life. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's mad to go, I don't care, and then you pick it up and give it to someone else, and you don't know what effect you have. So if in doubt, don't get it, and you can't give it. And the other news, I'm fidgeting here. I've got to get a better chair. Oh, I've got a bad ankle again. And right, this is my latest one. I've got that's still swollen. That fake tooth I had. Right, it's still swollen gum, like a little. You know me, I don't complain, right? But now, if I do that, it sounds like someone hitting a drum because I've got water in my ear. I just had a shower, and now that sounds like boom, boom. You can't hear it because you're not in my brain. But I can't get it out. Why can't I get it out? Where's the fucking water gone? Where's it gone? Why can't I just get it out? Fucking hell. This is like a breakdown. Oh, God. Gums, fucking hair. Hamstrings, where I still try and run and play tennis. I walk like I've got false legs. I get in the morning and I come down the stairs one at a time, like an old fucking lame dog. Still. You only live once. Cheers, everyone. Well, that was another complete waste of fucking time, wasn't it? Half hour of pure bollocks. Pure fucking bullshit. Still. At least we're doing something. Thanks for following. Be nice to animals. Have a lovely week. I'll be back Wednesday. I might do an Instagram. Keep my hand in there. Yeah, tatty bye everyone. Tatty bye.